Welcome to the Clashing of Steel. And today my team will be applying force. I will be there to support, or at least try and support, but sadly force is a way of pushing opponents away. And since there are my counters out in the field, I kinda have nothing to do. So first of all, force is a wide aspect. Force can be forcing your opponents in a certain location where they are not comfortable, or forcing your opponents to fight in your preferred location, which might be a bottleneck or some other place with tactical value. Force is also when your team pushes from one side with massive forces, either forcing your opponents to get annihilated or run away. It may often seem easy to apply it, but then again, you always don't know what you're facing. Like in this current situation, I don't want to apply force because I know there are slingers back there. And I also cannot apply force because my troops are not yet there, and preferably I would stay behind them. But from first scouting, so to say, there doesn't seem to be many opponents in this area we cannot handle. There are some horsemen who have their infiltration on, which I'm gonna disable pretty much right away. And they have slingers defended by swordsmen who kinda fear the spearmen. The big mistake I think my team is making here, of course, are the aggression of the spearmen. But then again, they are the ones currently applying force. In perfect scenario, I think it would be best if I could get behind one of those pillars where the Great Waterway or the water bridge is going. Because it blocks all missiles and, well, slingers definitely are easy to block out, you just need a building basically. And as it can be seen, the spearmen are forcing once again. Now I can actually evaluate the situation. I know they're inside the bushes, so they can't see too far out, because they're just so deep. And my first action is to go in this lower part, where slingers can't shoot at me properly, and I would be able to shoot at them. And what they shot at me must have been the focus fire. So now we're just forcing opponents out of the areas they would actually have great possibilities to defend. I can understand why they might be doing it against Leonidas, because that shield bash can wreck you. But then again, they are pulling out the wrong way. Slingers at first try to go the correct way, where they should be going, what they should be defending, but instead they seem to be a bit more concerned about staying alive. Thanks to this mistake, this match was rather short. They could have defended themselves, the slingers could have harassed me, or at least somebody. And, well, I'm just using my From the Shadows to harass them a bit. Spearmen will block out the breach, and that is a marvelous idea. Now they have no other option either to go around to defend their base, or try and go through the spearmen, which is not going to happen. Or at least, if the spearmen are smart, that should not happen. And I have simple focus. I'm gonna use all my mobility abilities and just push through this small street here so I would not get hammered by slingers or anything. And they have basically given up on me. Building caught some of the fire, and as it can be seen, the mobility was worth it. Swordsmen probably now realized their mistake, and this is why we win. We applied force, or more specifically, the spearmen applied force, thanks to which we managed to capture the base very easily. So, okay, on to the scoreboard. So, I am in the middle of my team. Well, basically in the middle. I earned most points of capture and a bit of offense as well. While the Leonidas, who was the aggressor, who was the one applying force, was the best in my team and earned 3,700 points, mostly from spotting, capture and missile block. The opposing team's swordsmen and slingers were the one who escaped from us. The swordsmen were Hasdrubal for my surprise. I at first thought they might be Germanicus because, well, they were so stacked that they had the missile block ability active. So it was kinda hard to make sense there. And, well, the slingers are the second best in the opposing team. Slingers tried to do something, but they actually couldn't, because there were just so few players on this side of the map. So few vital players, that is. There were the horsemen, of course, but there wasn't much use for them because there were stronger horsemen I was well defended, and spearmen and swordsmen were both aware of their presence. So applying force is a wide aspect. From forcing opponents to fight in a tight spot, or forcing your opponents out of spots that are perfect for them, or maybe not even perfect, but where they should be at, should defend at, to just using massive numbers to force opponents, either annihilate them or force them out of your way. In many cases, this would have been suicide what the spearmen did, but because there just weren't enough of them, they had to run themselves. And because the infantry wasn't viable for defending like that, and was too afraid of confrontation or to die, so to say, it was a perfect spot for us to force. So this was how we applied force. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.